Thank you so much for joining me today at this yoga session. I am privileged to be practicing with a nice group from Breast Friends organization in Tigard. They're a wonderful support group in Tigard, Oregon, and I will link their website down below in the description box. We are live on a Zoom class today, and we are practicing from a chair, but you are welcome to practice from the floor, sitting in a comfortable seat. Gather any props or supports you have, whether it's a chair, a couch, pillows, blocks, blankets, bolsters, whatever you have to make your yoga practice cozy and comfortable and calming. So we'll be practicing to calm our nervous system, or better yet, I should say, to regulate our nervous systems. I do want to start with a little quote today. So if you would all please go ahead and come to a nice comfortable seat. Whatever that looks like for you today, might be cross-legged in Sukhasana on your yoga mat. It might be sitting in a chair or anywhere in between. And just begin to feel your feet on the ground, your sit bones in your chair, your legs where they might be touching the floor, the ground underneath you. And invite yourself to really be in your body. And we do that by letting go of thoughts, ruminations, letting go of plans for the evening, or rehashing conversations in your mind, and just really bring yourself to the sensation of where your body is supported right now. Feel yourself solid. Give yourself permission to be here, fully present. If you notice any distractions, any sounds, or anything coming up around you, just notice them, welcome them, and then see if you can bring yourself back to attending to your body. And then begin to notice your breath. Wherever you notice it, maybe at the end of your nose as the air flows in and out of your nostrils. Maybe in your chest or your belly, or even in your back body. Wherever your body is expanding as you inhale. And then as you exhale, see if you can soften those areas of expansion. Just let this be enough for just another minute. Just inviting yourself to be fully present. And as you're in this space, present in your body, I'd like to read to you a quote by the poet K.Y. Robinson. "The galaxy is yours. Star your own sky. Lasso the moon. Take a bite and feel the juice of self-love running down your chin as you laugh madly. You're still alive. You're still alive. You're still alive." And just notice how that lands in your body. You're still alive. Let's just celebrate that aliveness together here. Next time you inhale, roll your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, draw them back and down. Inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up. Exhale, let them come back and down. Do that a couple more times, just moving with the pace of your breath, welcoming yourself into your body, welcoming yourself home. And the next time you roll those shoulders back and down, let them stay anchored down the back body. As if you're trying to put them in your back pockets. And notice how your heart lifts at the same time here. And whether you're seated on the ground or in your chair, bring your palms to your knees. And the next time you inhale, arch your back gently, lift your heart up towards the sky, and maybe look upward. And as you exhale, round the spine, bring your chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift your heart, maybe open up your throat a little bit, just being gentle with your neck. And as you exhale, draw your belly button back towards your spine and your chin towards your chest. Continue moving like this at your own pace. You can keep your movements very subtle. Just staying right here, relatively uplifted with the hands grounded on the body. Or if you'd like to get a little bit more movement, the next time you open up, you might lift your hands from your body. And the next time you round forward, you could cross your forearms in front of your heart and give yourself a little hug. Maybe you inhale and open up the arms, bending the elbows, giving yourself a big stretch. Exhale, round the body in, cross the arms, palms towards the upper arms. Inhale, maybe the arms are down low as you look up. Exhale, round forward. Maybe you wrap your hands around yourself. And just move here organically. Maybe you reach one arm up and one arm down. Maybe now you want to reach the hands forward as you round the back. And then perhaps reach the opposite arm up to the sky. So again, you choose how high or low or expansive your arms are, how much you involve the neck and the shoulders. Just letting yourself lubricate your spine, open your heart. Just a couple more, moving organically according to what your body needs. And you might even hum a little bit or make some noises. The beauty of a home practice, maybe go, ah. I don't know how many people remember watching The Wizard of Oz, but I always love thinking oil can on all those joints. The next time you inhale to open up, lift your gaze as much as feels good to you, and then exhale to bring your hands right here to meet at your heart. Let your shoulders relax, soften your brow, soften your jaw, and just notice how you feel in your body. You're still alive. Feel that aliveness of your breath. Feel the energy through your arms, maybe in your belly, wherever you notice sensation, just giving it attention. Energy flows where attention goes. And then we'll release the hands once again, maybe palms down again, or maybe up. And here, let's fake a yawn. We had a workshop a few days ago where someone asked about what does a yawn or burping mean in your body when you're doing yoga or breathing practices. So we'll open up the mouth, just pretend you're yawning. Oh, maybe make a noise and then let it go. And then do that a couple more times and see if you may even trigger a genuine yawn. You're giving yourself more oxygen, you're stretching the muscles around the jaw. Yogically, I did some research and there's no real definitive answer to why we yawn. There's a lot of suppositions. Maybe we need more oxygen, maybe we're tired, maybe we're bored. Yogically, though, it is thought that it is the body letting down its guard. If you notice a cat or a dog yawning around you, they probably feel safe with you. So as you create these feelings of safety, maybe you let down your guard enough to yawn expansively. And then let's go ahead and do some twisting motions in the spine. So you can bring your hands back to your heart again. Inhale here at the center, drawing the base of the skull up to the sky, pressing your sit bones down in your chair to get a nice long spine here. And as you exhale, just a gentle twist over to your right. Inhale to bring yourself back to center. And then exhale, gentle twist to the left. And just keep going from side to side, moving with your breath, keeping that nice long spine here. This might be as far as you want to go, but if you want to amplify that effect, you could start adding in the arms a little bit. So after you go left the next time, you might inhale back to center and reach your arms up towards the sky, any amount. And then as you exhale, twist to your right and let the arms come down. Inhale to reach up. Back to center and exhale, twist left, arms float down. Inhale and reach the arms up. Exhale, let the arms come down. One more time, we'll reach back to center and exhale to twist to the left. Inhale back to center, hands at heart. Exhale, bring your left hand, all of us together to the right thigh, the right knee, maybe the outside of the thigh, and twist to the right. You can let that right hand sit at your hip or on your chair or on your yoga mat or behind your hip if you're on the floor. And just twist to your right. And maybe you look back over your right shoulder any amount. And then lift your gaze up towards the sky and to the right, getting a little eye yoga here. And then take your gaze down to the right, looking in that lower corner, right-hand corner of the eye sockets. And then if you're able, you could reach that right arm up to the sky and draw it over towards your left knee, letting your left shoulder come down towards the left thigh as much as feels good to you. So a little side stretch along with the twist. Keep your right hip anchored down into your chair. Keep your feet planted on the floor. Take your gaze wherever it feels good to you. Maybe you tuck your chin down towards your right armpit. Or it might feel nice to have it in line with your heart, or maybe looking down towards the ground on the left. And here, just breathe into the right side body. One more full breath here. And then we'll inhale, reach that right arm up once again. Exhale, both hands come back to center. Hands at the heart. Inhale here, twist to the left, bring that right hand to the left knee, bring the left hand wherever it makes sense to you, and turn to look to your left. Maybe you look past that left shoulder a bit. Continue to notice your breath. And then take your gaze to that upper left-hand socket of the eyeballs. And then down towards the ground behind you. And then back to center. If you're reaching that left hand up, go ahead and do that now. Otherwise, just bring that right, lift the left arm as much as feels good and bring the right shoulder down towards the right knee. If you want to add the extension of the arm to amplify the effect, reach that left arm up and over. Again, play with your breath here, breathing into your left rib cage, keeping that left hip planted on your surface. And notice where it benefits your neck and your shoulders. Couple more breaths right here, wherever that is for you. And we'll inhale back to a tall spine and exhale to come back to center. Again, roll those shoulders up and down and back a couple of times. And then let's inhale, reach the arms up as much as feels good to you. Maybe that's here, maybe that's here, maybe that's here. At shoulder level, up above the head, or reaching fingertips up high. Let's take that right wrist in the left hand, or maybe cradling those elbows, and we're just gonna come over towards the left once again, just a little side stretch. So if you've got the elbows at shoulder height, you're here. Maybe you're here, maybe holding on to elbows or holding on to wrists if that compromises your spine, or maybe you're here. Wherever those arms are, do a little organic movement here. Maybe you look down towards the ground beyond your left knee, really getting into that underarm area. Maybe you look up towards the sky, getting more into the ribs. Everybody is different. Everybody needs something different from this practice, so make it your own. Maybe you really come inward, almost making a cat spine here. Just feeling out into the right side of the body. Couple more breaths here. And again, we'll inhale back to a tall spine, exhale, release. And just take a moment here to notice the difference in the two sides of your body, building that interoception, that internal awareness, connection to your body, to yourself. And here I'll show it with the arms level. We'll just take the arms shoulder height, cradle your elbows in your palms, and take a little side bend over to the right. If you've got the arms framing around your head or extended, you could take your left wrist in your right hand now. Otherwise, maybe you do that same exploring here with the arms low, looking down towards the ground, looking up towards the sky. Notice if you have a little more space and see if you want to add extension. And just play around with this as you continue to breathe. Letting yourself feel into what feels good in your body today. Couple more breaths. Just gathering information. Using a sense of tenderness and love to bring this practice to self-care. And then wherever you are, we'll inhale back to a nice tall spine and come back to center. And then let's add in some movement in the legs here. So if you're sitting on the floor, go ahead and bend your knees, put your feet up on the floor, parallel to one another. And we're just gonna bring that left knee up towards the body and then take the ankle to the top of the right thigh. If you're sitting in a chair, you're just like me, figure 4. left ankle on top of the right thigh. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always bring your left ankle in front of the right ankle and just cross your ankles here. So find that nice figure four. Flex the left foot and feel your right foot grounded down on the ground. And maybe you might press the right foot over towards the right a little bit to get a little more deeply into that left hip. Keep that tall spine with the shoulders and the jaw relaxed. And then let's inhale to open up the arms, maybe down low, maybe up high. And then we'll exhale to hug the arms around each other, bringing that right arm on top. So just hugging your shoulders in, keeping that nice tall spine here. You can stay right here in this wonderful hug, or maybe you extend that right arm and use the leverage of the left arm to draw it in and get into that outer arm muscle. The tricep, into the shoulder, maybe into the deltoid a little bit, keeping sitting tall, keeping the foot grounded, keeping the sit bones grounded. Find your breath. Maybe you open and close your left hand. Maybe you open and close both hands. Just giving a little movement to the fingers as well. Or maybe you keep them still. Couple more breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release the arms. Let the left toes come down to the ground. And we're just going to press into the ball of the heel, come up onto the ball of the foot, come up onto the toes, and then anchor the heel down. Just a few times here, getting some movement in the ankle and paying attention to those toes. We don't exercise our toes very often. So toes and fingers we use all the time. And then we'll plant that left foot. And then when you're ready, we'll switch. Draw that left knee up or right knee towards you and bring the right ankle to the top of the left thigh. Again, you can cross the ankles here if this is not attainable today. Flex the right foot, find your tall spine, feel yourself supported by the ground, by the chair if you're using one, whatever you're sitting on. Nice tall spine, lifted heart, draw the base of the skull up. Feel free to stay right here or add the arms in, opening them up as much as feels good to you. And then exhale, left arm on top, giving yourself a beautiful little hug. Holding onto your shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. And if you like, you could extend the left arm and hug it in with the right, not twisting here, but keeping the shoulders forward. Really drawing that in. You can close the fingers, open the fingers, or find something a little more dynamic, opening and closing the fingers. Showing them a little love and care too. Couple more breaths wherever you are. Pressing that right foot towards the left, any amount to deepen the sensation. One more inhale here, exhale to release. We'll release that left and right foot down to the ground. Find your tall spine once again. Take a nice big inhale, exhale out the mouth and let it go. And then we're going to come into chair pose, Uttanasana, also called fierce pose. So if you're practicing from your chair today, scoot your sit bones forward as far as you comfortably can, where you still feel supported. Have your feet on the ground and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, draw the heart forward and press into your feet as if you're going to stand up so that we're engaging the glute muscles, we're engaging the hamstring muscles. If you want a little bit more, if you're on the ground, if you're on the ground, you should probably come to standing before you do that. If you're in a chair and you want a little bit more, you can go ahead and press into your feet and come to stand. So this would be your chair pose. Instead of being perched on the edge of the chair, you're standing in your chair pose. If you have the space, maybe you reach your arms forward and up. And then since we didn't do it in the chair, I forgot to exercise this right ankle, bringing it up onto the ball of the foot and then back down to the heel. So whether you're seated in the chair or standing on your mat or the ground, we're going to do it here. And let's do the left one as well for good measure. Exercising the ankles, exercising the toes, a couple times more on each side. Maybe alternating. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart. And then inhale, press into your feet. If you're standing, come to stand fully. If you're staying seated in your chair, come back up to a tall seat. And whether you're seated or standing, this is your mountain pose. Feet under the knees. If you're standing, those knees are under the hips. Heart lifted, palms facing forward, base of the skull coming up towards the sky. And just notice the beating of your heart, notice your breath. If you want to challenge your balance, close your eyes. And then from here, whether you're standing or seated in the chair, we're just going to go ahead and pick up that left knee. Maybe you hold on to it with your hands, maybe under the thigh. Maybe hands are at hips or still in mountain, or maybe out to the side for balance. And then we're just going to rotate that left ankle this time. Couple, 3 times in each direction. And exhale, lower it down. Find your mountain pose once again. Standing tall and strong. You're still alive. You're still alive. And then pick up that right knee. Maybe you use your chair to help with a little bit of balance here. And rotate your ankle a few times in each direction. Plant that right foot back down. And come back to your mountain pose. And then whether you're sitting on the ground or in your chair, we're going to come back to our seats. Any way you want to get there, if you want to make it more active, let's inhale to reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Once again, let's do that. Inhale to reach up as much as feels good in your shoulders. Exhale, palms together and down to your heart. And again, inhale, reach up. This time, hands come together down to meet your heart, and then sit bones come back to rest in your chair or come all the way back down to your favorite seat on your mat. At this point, if you have the time and you want to come into full Shavasana, you can lay down on whatever surface you are practicing on. If you're in a chair, maybe you come to the floor and put your feet up, and you can feel free to stay there in Shavasana, resting in corpse pose for as long as your time allows. Whether you're practicing from a comfortable seat or from a lying down position, I invite you to close your eyes and notice your breath once again. Feel all the places where your body is supported. Relax your brow, Relax your jaw. And just notice how you feel. And then, however you like, you can bring your hands to your heart if that feels comfortable for you. Maybe bow down in respect and reverence for yourself, in respect and reverence for those with whom you've shared your practice today, and for those who might practice later on the recording, and for anyone else you meet along your way. The light that's within me honors that same light that is within each of you. Namaste.